Alrighty.
Here we go. This. And pen. Here we go, buddy. One more time.
Why do you do this thing with the snapping?
It syncs the sound.
Ah.
Yeah, because the audio is being recorded
Sound's
separate
being
from the
recorded
video.
separately.
Ah, gotcha.
Ready? This is Knockman, Drawer's House, Scene 6, Take 1, Pin. Use the short version of the name.
Very high tech.
Yeah.
Can we not cut, but can
Gotcha.
I just 2 seconds? I'm sorry,
Yes.
just got the little battery warm.
Yep. Yeah, so the sound is being taped
Separately.
In
With this thing in my pocket.
that, so it's being taped on that microphone. The thing in your pocket is really the microphone's up here.
There's a microphone.
That's one.
All right.
Separately over here as a second backup.
Gotcha.
Separately on the camera. Through the camera as well.
Yeah.
And then what happens is in post-production later, we take the sound,
All
the
right.
picture,
Yeah.
and we marry it together.
Gotcha.
Because that's the best way to
Yeah.
get best quality sound.
Sarah, your door's open. No, you keep it open. I'm just saying.
All right, we're good here, thank you.
All right?
So you're still rolling, right?
Yes.
Everyone's still rolling.
Okay, so you want to look at me? Peter, you good?
Do I do like the fake voice or the real voice?
Your regular voice.
Is there a fake voice?
I don't know. I feel like when people, like when I was listening to the film, they have like, and this beautiful voice, and you know.
You don't need a fake voice. Okay, so the first question is to describe your grandfather to us. Someone who doesn't know him, tell me about this person. And say, my grandfather, my Saba, just talk about him that way.
Okay. My Saba is Israeli. He is a doctor. He's a very kind man. He's turning 80, you know. What else? He's married to my grandmother, Henya. Lives in Lawrence, not the average 5-towner, I guess you could say. What else?
Good. So, tell me how you guys spend time. How does he spend time with you? There's a general question of how he spends time with his grandchildren, but I'd rather hear about how he spends time with you over the years, even when you were younger, when you were older. Can you tell me about that?
So through the years, he helped me with some of my Judaic homework, with some Gemara, Tanakh, all that type of stuff. Sometimes he would even tell me extra stuff that I didn't really care about, but he had to tell me because he had to tell me. Also he would, sometimes I remember back in the younger days, take me to some soccer games. I was younger. Spend some time with him in Israel, walks. He's a big walker, likes to walk.
Do you enjoy spending time with him?
Yeah.
Tell me that.
I enjoy spending time with him and hanging out because he's very interesting, has what to say. He will always let you know what he thinks, no matter how politically incorrect or whatever, what's the word? Whatever, he'll just say what's on his mind. He won't hold back. So I appreciate that about him. Sometimes I'll walk with him in the 5K for the shul, because everyone wants to run and other people want to go with their friends, whatever, so I'll walk with him usually. My grandmother can't make it for whatever reason. So, yeah.
How does, if I asked you in general, how does he treat his grandchildren? What would you say?
Treats them well. He's very thoughtful, very pays attention, make sure everyone feels included.
Do you enjoy because they're here for Shabbos a decent amount. Do you
Yeah.
enjoy when he comes to Shabbos?
Yeah, he doesn't bring a lot of luggage, so I appreciate that. I don't just love it. What else?
What do you enjoy about his visits?
He's fairly quick and rummy cub, not as slow as my grandmother, so I appreciate that. He won't mess up the board as much. What else? He usually gives a good $10 question at the table, for the parsha that nobody really knows, but he'll give you $10 anyway.
Do you remember any $10 question?
No. They're quite obscure. I don't really remember them. Yeah.
Good. Tell me about, is there anything that stands out about your, I know that you do a bunch of family vacations together. Is there anything that stands out from talking about him on vacation?
On vacation.
If the answer is no, it's no. I just want to.
He got really sick last year in the airport on the way to Dubai. There's a kind of a virus going around, so that's one thing I remember. You want to put that in the video?
Great stuff.
Great stuff. Because I'm trying to give you the stuff you haven't heard already here, you know?
Pesach?
Yeah,
Seders?
Pesach.
Anything talk about Seders?
He's a big Chad Gadya guy. We were
What that
once
means.
on like a Pesach in Niagara Falls, and there was this other family. I think it was Avi Ross's wife's family that was there, and they're a little bit higher class. They got like a private Seder room, the whole thing. And my grandfather was very pertinent on going to perform our Chad Gadya for them in their private Seder room. So him and my dad were like going at it, and everyone else was kind of embarrassed, just like sitting there. So yeah, he's very proud of our family traditions, I would say.
Good. Has he ever talked about your namesake, his father, Pinchas, to you?
No,
He's never said anything about your being named after his father or anything like that. Doesn't talk to you about that.
no, we didn't really have that conversation.
Okay, good. Sometimes I don't know the answers to the questions I ask.
Yeah,
That's fine.
it's not like, let's sit down and tell me like what your name that
No,
was.
but I'm sure maybe he said something to you over the years about, a similarity that he might have
Yeah.
seen between you and his father or something like that. I don't know.
Nothing really, no.
Tell me about his work. Does he work a lot? Does he work a little?
Nah, he barely works. He's very lazy, sleeps in. Maybe goes for a swim if you're lucky. Nah, he works pretty hard.
Can you see him retiring?
I could see it going either way. He has these ideas of doing 6 months in Israel, 6 months in Lawrence, but I just don't see him going to Israel for 6 months because the house in Lawrence is much nicer than the place he has in Israel.
What would he do in retirement?
What would he
He
do?
spends so much time working. What would he do with his time?
I don't know, maybe become a Rebbe at Shor Yashiv.
Okay. Tell me about the relationship that your dad has with him.
They're very tight.
So give me a full sentence.
My father and my grandfather are very close to one another. My father looks up to my grandfather, I would say, for personal stuff, business stuff, just encompassing life. Like, what car should I get? Like, type of stuff like that. Yeah, it's also whenever he has a question, if it's an important, not like a stupid, like, what should I have for dinner, but like, if it's an important question, he'll ask him.
So I've asked a bunch of your cousins and family members, and if there's anything that any catchphrases or anything that he says all the time. Is there anything that you can?
He says like nah and sure.
Right. So they all said sure and nah, right?
Yeah,
So they said sure was big, right?
yeah. It's like a
That's
big.
sure.
It's like
Give me
a,
that impersonation.
give me a good sure.
Give me a good sure.
Sure.
Give me a big one.
Sure.
And a nah.
Nah. Very Israeli words, like pronunciations.
Good. What's the best advice he's ever given you?
I don't know.
What is it? Oh, it's first one. Let's hold 1 second.
You got the phone ringing.
Yep, let it ring.
Gives me time to think.
Good. Advice.
Wow. I really can't think of anything on the spot.
Okay.
I'm sure he's giving me good advice. I wasn't prepared for that question.
Are you proud of him?
Yeah.
Good. So tell me that you're proud of him. Tell me why. I mean, he's got a.
Well, first of all, making it to 80, that's pretty cool. I'm like 22. That's like 58 years more.
Give me a
So-
full sentence about that. Start with I'm proud of him because.
I'm proud of him because of the life that he's built for himself and helped others build for themselves. And it's like kind of all on his back, you know, so it's all built upon what he's done.
If you walk into a place and, they say, Dr. Rosenfeld or, Dr. Nachman Rosen, is that something that you that you feel like, oh, that's my grandfather? You feel proud
Yeah.
of that? Or?
Yeah, I would say like, yeah, it's my grandfather.
All right, so give me that. You won't hear me ever, but tell me that, when I hear his name, I'm proud to be his grandson.
What do you mean?
In other words, I want to get that feeling that you do hear his name and you do feel proud to be his grandson.
I am proud, but I just don't know like how I would express like that. I'm proud. Like I would just be like, yeah, he's an awesome guy, great grandfather. Will do anything for his family, you know.
Good. All right. So you know what? Say that last part again, and just.
Hey class, want me to help you?
Yeah. What should I say? Ad lib.
Talk about, you could even talk about like on the 5K run when you had that special time walking.
I said that already.
Oh, you did? You said that already?
You said you like to walk with him.
Yeah. The question is like, if someone said, "Are you not like?" If someone said Nachman Roosevelt, I'd be like, "Yeah, that's my grandson." Like, what would I say?
That's my grandfather.
Yeah.
That-
I
well,
said,
that's my
do you
grandfather.
Feel, do you feel pride?
Yeah.
Some people like kind of.
I would like
wanna be
both.
associated with somebody.
Right.
It's not like I would not want to be associated with him. It's not like I would boast about him. Like, yeah, he's like.
No, but you have a sense of. See, filming is almost concluded. Gosh, poor kid. This is like torture.
I'm sorry.
Right, you can say that.
Like, yeah, it's my grandfather. I don't know if I would say
don't
like.
think you say yes, grandfather. I think that it gives you a lot of pride to have him as your grandfather, and he's definitely a role
Yeah.
model. And you always say like when it comes to big family decisions, there are a couple of key
I said
family
that.
members, the top two,
Yeah, I said that.
who makes the decision.
Role
So-
model's good. Role model's a good.
He keeps my grandmother in check. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Well, I'm not going to say that in class. I don't think you want to.
I don't know. I don't know if Matt will put that in there or not.
Yeah, I don't think Matt should put that in there because we want this with everyone to smile.
They balance each other out, you know. Like,
You could say that he does. You could say that he makes sure that all areas of his life have balance, and it's very.
it's very you see politically correct voice
and
of.
there's a very good value to that. You can learn from him how to really create a life
Yeah.
where you can have balance and work hard and enjoy yourself because he is, a great example for that. You could talk
Could
about
you like
that.
just put that in my voice?
No, but you can simplify and just say that that you believe that you feel that he's a good role model
Yeah.
for you and for your siblings.
Yeah.
And
All right.
Joey Lily and all that.
And for you, your siblings, your cousins. I think
Mhm.
that's a great little
You can-
line,
and you
and
can
it does
also-
not need to be a long line.
Yeah.
You can say how this when they came to Shabbos, we were up with Saba talking at the table till 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
My grandfather, at this stage in his life, sits at a Shabbos table till almost 11 o'clock at night, and we didn't go up because he was tired. You know what I'm saying? There are other people who were,
Yeah.
you would say,
He has a lot of energy.
yeah. So he said,
All right, so let's just get this last sentence.
yeah,
and
wrap
that'll
it
be
up.
All right.
Good. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. So again, I would use the role model thing as the main
Okay.
part.
Yeah.
All right. So try whenever you're ready.
Yeah. So. I would say he's a great role model for his.
Start with my grandfather.
All right. My grandfather is a wonderful role model for all of his descendants, his children, his grandchildren, and he has great advice for everyone. And to turn out like him would be a very special thing.
Great.
All
Great.
right. Great. Good.
That's terrific. Yeah.
Okay.
We can cut. All right.
Good. Good.
Good. Got it?
Thank